The views and opinions expressed in this video are solely those of the individual speaking and do not represent the views of this channel or any affiliated organizations. This content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's the TikTok generation ngayon, especially the Gen Zs and the next ones. It's all about the attention economy. There's that similarity na parang this is the time for Filipinos to shine. Kung ba, kailan yung last narinig yung bayan niyan dito sa Pilipinas? Yung current problem natin right now information is everywhere. Like, tama, mali, it's all out there. So, saan kayo nagkakalabanan ngayon? It's in the attention.
The thing that made me question nung time na yun, when it comes to these or experience-based businesses, is after you experience it, then what? Hey guys, this is Blockchain for Executives podcast with one mission: to show you as an entrepreneur how you can leverage blockchain technology for your business. I'm Christian Carapas, your co-host for today, and I'm with Alvin Reyes. Alvin, how are you over there sa Canada?
I am good. I'm well. It's early morning here, and I'm really excited about our guest today because he seems to have a lot of experience in the space, and he's very grateful about Web3. So I'm really curious as to his journey from the beginnings of using Web3 up until today. So it's I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be different because somehow the guy we're gonna introduce now is actually very grateful, right? A lot of people when they hear Web3, mass people, they're gonna say, "Oh, scam, fraud." But this guy, he's just naturally grateful because from all his experiences, he said Web3 is the one that really made it happen for him, at least during those tough times. Let me meet Nikko, from founder and CEO of the Next Experience Group. Nikko, how are you over there in your friend's place?
What's up, guys? Kamusta? Okay naman. Ayan, may mga umiinom na, pero of course, Web3 first.
Yun! Mukhang masaya dyan, no, Nikko? Ano bang party yan? Kasal? Inuman?
I think it's my high school friends. Haven't seen them in since 2018 pa yata or something, 2016. So, I'm excited. Pero syempre, Web3 is forever. So, dito muna tayo.
2018 ka nag-high school?
Last I saw them around 2018, 2016. Pero you're my high school friends from way back.
I see. All right. The first thing napansin ko actually in the form that you filled up for your interview is the Next Experience Group. So it's the first time I saw someone specifically say pagdating sa work nila na they sell experiences. Although I'm familiar with experiences, I wonder, when you say you sell experiences, paano siya nag-work mainly?
Okay. So when I say I'm in the business of selling experiences, it's basically a bunch of concepts na you can experience. Hindi siya yung something you can eat, something you can watch. This is something na you will be physically and mentally involved. So parang a lot of intricacies. Kumbaga ako, that's the stuff I enjoy as well. Na parang, of course, that's also what I want to share to the people. So eventually, I try to make a business out of it. And I think that's how all these other business units were born.
So para siya...
So physical.
Yeah, parang mga theme parks, museums.
Parang yung inflatable, yung binanggit mo kanina, right? So, are you how many of these, yung ventures or projects na meron mo sa Philippines, do you own almost all?
Nata, bro.
Kasi ako, personally, nung sinabi mo yung inflatable, I like yung iba experiences na yun. Kasi galing akong, I went to Camsur, yung Camarines, yun dun sa yung man-made, man-made pools nila. And there's a lot of inflatable activities there. Is that part of your business? Is that what you do? Yun ba yung mga experience na sell mo? Or?
That's a part of it siguro. Except yung sa amin is Asia's largest. Only because I can't confirm if it's in the world. Pero yan, basically, ano ba yung masayang gawin? If you can say, may pwede akong gawin dyan, that's experiential na for me. So, back to your question, we already have 5 brands. So that's Inflatable Island, that's the one in Subic. The Dessert Museum, that's in S. Maison, beside MOA. We also have Bake Bee, that's in SM Aura. And then Second one is in S. Maison also. And we're opening a third one next week at SM North EDSA. Tapos we also have Goodtopia. Yun naman, mga slime for the kids. Our first na very focused on the kids talaga. Very pang kids place talaga siya. So that one is in MOA. We also have one in SM Fairview. And in November, we will open one in SM North EDSA as well. And ang pinaka-recent namin, wala pa kaming 2 weeks. We're, I think, on our 8th or 9th day pa lang na open is the Fun Roof naman in Poblacion. So that's a part first namin na very adult-centric. That they still have that playground. They still get to do all those activities. Well, that's our theme talaga. You can't just do kung ano yung business and what. So we try to answer that. So there's a bar and what? It's also a carnival, a neon show. So yun, those are the experiences na kami in the experience group we really want to share to, especially sa atin mga Filipinos. And hopefully than that in the future. Diba?
I'm very curious about that, bro, kasi one time when I went to I think similar sa Dessert Museum siya, I'm just not sure kung ano yung tawag. But the thing that made me question nung time na yun, when it comes to these experience or experience-based businesses, is after you experience it, then what? Parang yung, that's just the thing that piques my interest. How do you deal with this people who go for the experience, and then after that, since they've already experienced it, in their mind it's already okay. This is I'm good na. I don't have to experience it again. So I wonder how does that work? Like how did that affect you, and what's your thinking regarding that? Because that's I think if I ever make a business around that, parang yun yung hindi ko masagot for me. It's me what I know.
Got you, brother. Ang pinaka-main concept kasi namin dyan, yes, there is an experience. Pero let's not forget the facts about us Filipinos. Number 1, we are the social media capital of the world. Okay? Number 2, mahilig tayo sa chismis. So, yes, it's an experience. Pero on top of that, everything is going to be Instagrammable. Kumbaga may take-home ka. You can selfie. Kumbaga, that's the TikTok generation ngayon. Especially the Gen Zs and the next ones. It's all about the attention economy. Now, if you go to mga experiences and na-experience na ng lahat ng tao, hindi mo napipicturean yan because everyone's already there. But in an experiential business, you get a picture that's unique, number 1. Number 2, you get that, kumbaga parang POA. Pero in our version, it's proof of being alive. Na parang, hey, I am Nikko, I'm alive. Kaya ko pumunta sa Dessert Museum. I'm having fun with my wife, with my kids. So you can really bring home that experience that I can share to my social media. And parang yun yung current problem natin right now with the internet and everything. Information is everywhere. Like, tama, mali, it's all out there. So saan kayo nagkakalabanan ngayon? It's in the attention. So I am trying to build these different platforms kung saan, hey, if you take a photo here, you'll have more attention. At the same time, in terms of business, that's extra marketing for me. Because what you are itong mga different experiences, and at the same time, na-market nila for, kung syempre yung tita mo, uy, saan yan, gusto ko dyan, dadali ko yung mga anak ko dyan. So that's where the network effects will begin. Kumbaga, that's a very term in Web3, diba? Network effects. Yes, wala akong kita ngayon, but I get to rub elbows with like different CEOs and founders, mga deep divers na in the space. So parang in a way, doon ko nakita din yung relation na parang, uy, medyo there's those similar, kumbaga there's flags na makikita mo common in different spaces, both in Web 2 and in Web 3.
Yeah. And if you think about it, then, parang if you provide that experience, right, to the user, parang may sentimental value din sa kanila yun na they're experiencing something in their life, right? Especially, you mentioned earlier, like, yung content economy right now, everyone is posting content, everyone is posting kung ano yung ginawa nila, right, kung ano yung na-experience nila right now. It has value, right? Especially if like for me, na like, I'm just starting to do this, like yung content creation. Parang minsan, I see it na parang this is my like log of experience na nagawa ko yan, nagawa ko to before, nakap-travel ako sa ganyan, nagawa ko to experience na to, na-experience ko siya. And it's parang it brings value to myself, right? It brings value dun sa parang to me internally, right? To my self-worth ba? Parang ganun.
Nasa memories
right,
mo
like,
yan.
Nasa memories na, right? So, if you're with your family, with your kid, with your, like, I have a kid and I have a wife, like kami, parang whenever we travel, we post pictures. Like, we try to experience as much as we can. Like galing kami Las Vegas, we did like like yung mga activities doon, and then we went to Lisbon, ganoon din. So I get your yung sentimental side of it, where you provide that value and you provide that service to others.
Pero tingnan mo, brother, lahat ng sinuggest mo hindi sa Pilipinas. Yun din yung
Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Hindi natin natulungan yung tourism natin. Parang alam lang ng buong mundo about the Philippines is what? We live in huts and what?
Palawan, honestly, Palawan, beaches, Boracay, ganoon yung every time may nakakausap akong parang foreign, white or dito, tiga dito. You always think of
Bro,
Philippines.
kubo ang iniisip nila. Nakatira tayo lahat ng kubo. Parang unfair, di ba?
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Na parang itong mga pinupuntahan natin sa ibang countries to take photos, get memories, pwede natin gawin yan dito eh. We just have to be a bit gutsy about it na yes, kakaiba siya. Maglalagay ka ba ng plastic sa dagat? Di ka papayagan. Alam mo, there's so many layers. Parang imagine, lahat, everyday you went through na parang something unique na ganyan. Ang dami mag-stop sa'yo. Parang, hindi yan. That's not the traditional style of doing business or earning money. So, pero I really don't believe. I'm a rule breaker.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Like
Mga
that.
nasa buhay. Alam niyo lahat yan, diba? So we have
Here's though, bro.
Go ahead.
The part I wanna like know more about naman is I'm thinking in a canvas of the business model or the financials of the business. The thing that comes to mind is, does this mean this is how I reason with it in first principles? Parang nakikita ko, since it's an experience, people will go to it once and then create that network effect so people would see and go to the location until such a time the geographically, kunyari nasa Luzon siya, parang it wouldn't compel people to travel across borders as much. So darating sa point na mauubos na yung network na you can tap into to go into the experience. And then does that mean na yung lifetime value of such a business is just short? Or is it, have you seen or found a way na a different perspective na baka, because we did so good with our experiences, because of that, people want to go from cross-border, like they're gonna go to this experience, even if it's cross-border, even if it's a different country, because it's so great. Is that your observation? Is that what's happening with you guys right now?
Ako that's what I see, especially with children. Kaya ito, I'll share some mga sensitive information na I think naman will be very useful. Hindi, kasi ganito totoo yan eh. Ang mga bata, hindi pwedeng once lang yan. Kung magustuhan nila yan, next weekend, they did well in school, they will ask for it again. I want more slime. Bibili ka ba na slime? Isang kulay lang. Impossible, bro. So, kami rin, of course, we've thought about that as well. That's why every year or every 6 months, we try to change a concept. Like, Marshmallow Room is gonna become Ice Cream Room in Desert Museum. We get a different sponsor, ganyan. So parang we try to keep refreshing it. The best thing about this experience and being first to market is it's very unique eh. All of it is unique if you notice. So yung mga tao, miski pumunta lang sila once, they will eh. And imagine if baka ROI ka dun. If you get to ROI in a business, for example, in a museum, hindi naman yan kaagad magpapalit eh. So, everything after the ROI, bonus yun, miski masunog yan, okay lang kasi nag-ROI ka na eh. Hindi naman siya nasunog. So, what do? Yan yung balik mo sa customers mo eh. Keep them entertained. You have to update it. Ngayon, may bagong tech, but di natin try ipasok dyan. What's to lose? Bawi ka na eh. So, that's how I take care of my investors as well.
Pwede nga din yung trending, right? For example, Halloween now, right? You can theme it like na parang Halloween. Or
Desert Museum, this Halloween will be a haunted house for 1 week. So it's a completely new experience in a gigantic museum na may mga malalaking donuts na pwede mo lagyan ng dugo. I mean, you go pretty wild. Yun yung tinap ko eh. Parang give me something weird. The world is so boring. Bigyan mo naman ako something na mag-shock sa akin. Give me some things. And then you try to do a bunch of those different teams, different business units. I think you can build an economy. That's what I'm really seeing in terms of creating experiences and combining it with entertainment.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Meron ako 6-year-old dito. Ganun siya. Every time na we do something, we go out. Meron dito kasing parang fun land type of experience. Like, we go there every weekend. And same setup, pero gusto niyang balik-balikan almost every weekend. So,
But
kami,
it was ng mga bata eh. Pag favorite niya French fries, bro, French fries yan palagi.
Right, yeah.
Bigyan mo yan ng iba-iba, hahanapin niyo yung French fries. So I think it's the same with the experiences. If it delighted you, pumunta ako this time with my barkada. Babalik ako because yung mga pinsan ko, gusto nila pumunta. May mga guests ako from a different country pupunta sa Philippines. So you actually create that cycle and you pass that on to them. Lahat ng mga yon may barkada, may pinsan, may mga visitors. So that's where you can create. And by the time it reaches the end, meron ka na pang palit ng concept mo. You can start introducing mga different desserts, different inflatables. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Right?
I see. Okay. Now, I got to get the thought. I was thinking, like a possible use case sa Web3. Most likely, naisip mo na to. Ikaw ko, pero ang nakikita ko is like a Happy Meal effect, diba? Because when we were young, merong collection nung Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatian.
Dude, I had those, man.
Bro, yeah, so kinolekta namin. So I was thinking, why not connect all those experiences into like on-chain and then track them into sticker or digital sticker na you can attach to your app sticker. So kung bata kasi, taking na rin mga bata parang, okay, attach this, I'll collect this, parang may roadmap ka ng experiences mo na, hey ma, so next, pag nag 3 stars ako ulit next time, punta naman tayo dito, anak!
Parang I guess like you can NFT your experience.
Oh, yun parang sa
Parang
Starbucks.
you can create some sort of tokenization sa experience itself, or parang pwede kang magkaroon ng I don't know how the system works internally, pero if you think about it, like digital assets, right? Pictures lang naman din siya, right? And if you have a very specific picture or image that you can share with your family and when you can track it and sort of tokenize that, and then sort of parang okay, I've experienced this. I've had this experience using in this location, and pwede natin siya immortalize sa chain using blockchain tech. Right? So, yeah, yun.
Ako, that's what I believe din. Pero imagine the power of smart contracts. Hindi lang naman yan as a recording tool eh. Like you can create an NFT, for example, like kumbaga parang PS1 memory card mo. Like you saved up your game, there's progress, and role play can improve. I think that's going to be the future. You can't keep bringing your cards, be it on an app na hack yan. But once you give them the power to actually own their experience, now you can earn experience. So parang you only get to access some parts of a theme park if you're level 6 already. Alam yun? It's an MMORPG. Pinuntahan mo lahat. O, libre ka dun sa susunod na hindi mo napuntang business unit. Like, you can go wild. That's the power of the smart contract. People think na when you make an NFT, it's all about anong utility ibibigay yan sa akin. No way, that's very, very shallow. That's surface level smart contract power lang. Parang sobrang dami pa niyan nasa ilalim na not even discovered lahat. This is an imperfect technology. So isn't that exciting? Lalo na sa ating Filipinos, we're a third world country. Imagine competing in a world international level. Napakahirap. Pero here is this industry, nakakapanganak pa lang, na tayo mga Pilipino, we're social media capital of the world. Yan, lagi tayo nasa computer, we're updated with a lot of, parang this is an industry na pwede tayong actually be really up there. Na imagine mo yung value natin, ang peso value natin, it's very small compared to international US dollars, euro and everything. Pero just because we are first, nagsipag tayo, and proof of that sipag, imagine mo mga Pinoy pare, inaral nila mag-Ronin Bridge dahil lang sa Axie. Fucking complicated, Ronin. Pero inalam nila yon. Why? Because they were getting entertained, they were earning, and yung value ng peso natin, the fact lang na nauna ka, bago dumating sila US dollars, euro, pag umakyat yun, yung value nun for us is life-changing. That's why Axie pumutok sa Pilipinas, hindi sa US. Barya yun sa kanila eh. But still,
dito sa atin malaki. Yeah.
That's life-changing value. It saved a whole city during the pandemic. Think about it, diba? So parang yun din yung nakita ko na parang there's that similarity na parang this is the time for Filipinos to shine. Kung ba, kailan yung last narinig yung bayanihan dito sa Pilipinas? Pare, nawala na yun. Last pa nun, binubuhat pa nila mga kubo. Pero here is something new given to us by the world, by the universe. Mga Pinoy, it's your time to shine. Use that social media marketing. It's now the attention economy. Ay, number one dyan. Why not take advantage? Use that to be number one. Because the others, hindi nila gagawin yan. Sa inyo, malaki yung balik. So there is...
Naisip ko nga, parang naisip ko nga yung yung concept ng Axie din and any like play to earn games, right? So if you sort of incorporate that sa business mo, sa user experience the business mo, you can technically like all of your customers have their own sort of identity or NFT token nga na sort of dynamic, right? Smart contract driven, wherein they can log all of the experiences doon sa mga pinoprovide mo experiences, and then they can sort of use that to, I don't know, level up or maybe have some discounts or maybe like have access to different kinds of other experiences, right? That's parang all logged on to the blockchain, and then you can use it also to introduce more services. Like parang pwede maging access style na, okay, if they experience this, they can get some sort of tokens, or maybe they can get some sort of like points or scores or reputation, right? So parang pwede nga siya incorporate So it's and you mentioned earlier, social media capital of the world na tayo, like everyone is gonna do that. If you, parang may may psychological minsan yung reward system natin sa Philippines, right? Especially pag merong denominated by Philippine peso pa, right? So yung nangyayari sa Axie, parang ang daming nag-join doon kasi meron silang a lot of us like mga Filipinos nagkaroon ng reward just for playing. If you like took that concept and then put it like in your sort of business, if they parang went to one of your experiences and then they can earn something or they can sort of have a reputation, right? Parang may grading system sila sa lahat ng user experiences mo. So parang maano mo sila, may invite mo sila over, and then ma-attract mo pa sila to go to your other services to go through your other experiences So parang yun ang nakikita ko parang pwede mo siyang incorporate like that. Like
you get to control the mechanics of the experience. That's the thing. That's what I was saying about the Decepticon onboarding. Hindi na gusto matuto ng mga tao But if you make it a rule, kumbaga, that's part of the mechanic to enjoy the experience. That's how you can slowly start teaching even the little kids how it all works. Kaya, I don't know if you guys know this, pero you know the trend na nung kalakasan ni Axie na companies started accepting SLPs? Kami yung nag-start. First big company to accept SLP. Inflatable Island, Desert Museum, and Bakebee. So like even Coco Bear tagged us na parang ito na yung nangyayari sa Philippines. See how amazing that is? Because our rules are so lax. Joke lang. Pero
Where the Philippines ang lax kasi naisip ko, so you're taking SL visa. That's cool. So parang
pero that is opportunity kasi. Pero let me tell you the truth. We actually didn't earn from that. Parang it gave us a lot of marketing. Pero people still don't use SLP. Pero naging parang top of mind nila yon just because parang ito yung mga guys na ito yung nag-enable sa amin. Team building for our scholarships. Diretso, sa kanila na mapupunta yon. Because why? They support what we do. They're already known by the different OGs internationally because they're starting to accept these coins, cryptocurrencies, SLP in particular. So hindi ako nag-sale sa SLP. Ginagawa ko talaga. Mas mahal kasi alam ko it fluctuates. So it's mas mahal. So mas mura pa rin mag-pesos. Pero the attention that we got, pinansin tayo ng mga people like sila Coco Bear, mga big OGs in the Web3 space. So again, star na naman tayo mga Pinoy. Diba, isn't that very heartwarming na finally, may bida na rin tayo somewhere. Sarap, di ba? It's like, it's...
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Ganito, yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to like do things like that, right? Parang, like, you wanna make your country proud then. You wanna do something for your country, you know.
Dude, people were telling me, naglalagay ka ng target sa likod mo for BIR. But I'm like, someone's gotta do it, guys. That's how, kailangan mo ng mga pirates in sailing the 7 seas. And I think that's something na all Filipinos should know. Parang why compete on something? Kumbaga, lahat nandyan Ito parang sariwang-sariwa. We can just jump right into it, find our own path, sail the new 7 seas. That's the real adventure.
Actually, yun rin I really like it when you said na your vision is for the Philippines to somehow show them na we're there, because like that's the vision I had for Tech Rin. Sabi ko to everyone in talk, guys, this is the first time people took a look at the Philippines precisely because of the prowess of our user, diba? And the concept of cryptocurrency isn't as new na kasi marami yung nakaalam through Axie. So I was like, bro, why not let's show them through tech naman, diba? Like, people finally go to us because somehow we're above there and we're further down the line than they are. Why not let's do some great things and show them how it's done pagdating sa Web3 and blockchain tech. So yeah, I really, that speaks to me. Parang naisip ko tuloy, how do we marry the two?
Hindi na naman tayo.
Oo, diba?
And the thing about it,
Saka ano?
virtual managers all over the world, mostly Pinoy na. Because why? We speak good English. Alam mo, with very international language. Nagkaroon tayo ng bagong careers, dudes. And it's all because of Axie. Tayo yung mga naging manager. Kasi ang laki ng value sa atin eh. So, bro, I am 100% sure Axie affected our GDP. During the pandemic, health. Yes, dude. And that's the power of the Pinoys. Papatulan natin yan kasi ang hirap ng bansa natin eh. Hirap umasenso dito eh. Pero in the internet, in the magic crypto world, pwede tayo mag-compete. We can compete toe-to-toe. And hindi dapat natin sinasacrifice yun.
Yeah.
Doon na nga lang tayo
we need.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we need to to nourish then, right? Sa tech side, yeah. So kasi I agree with with both of you, but I agree with Christian do sa tech side na there's an opportunity for technologists such as us, like for example sa Web3 Philippines, where most of us are builders, most of the people are developers, and we can be like one of the tech hub, right? Tech hub in Asia, right? Like sort of like we can be like parang expert, like center of excellence, right?
Ayaw magpipreach ng good news.
Right? We're gonna preach, yeah. We're gonna spread the gospel of our of the tech.
We're gonna be the model third world country.
Yeah.
Other third world countries, guys, sa tayo. Nag-work your tool.
Yes. Parang I resonate with that mindset na ganun din. Kasi ako I work with one of the with one of the Web3 companies like in the world. So Protocol Labs, sila yung inventor ng IPFS. And I'm technically a chief architect there sa PL. Pero to me, one of the things that I wanted to do personally is I want to give back. Like kasi nandito ako, right? So I want to like sort of kasi I believe that not everyone has like this sort of like opportunity na they can work with the minds of like the Web3, right? Especially here in the West. So and I get to work with the inventor himself, right? Of Filecoin and IPFS. So, kaya yun yung parang kaya I started to, honestly, like Christian, when we yun yung gusto ko talagang goal ever since. Kaya nung nag-meet tayo ni Warren then about it, it was very attractive to me na, sige, I'm gonna help you guys out sa Web3 Philippines. I'm gonna do this, if whatever I can, right? To just, it's just good to, to know that you have the same mindset.
May bayani tayo sa Canada, guys. That's great, bro. You represent us.
Yeah.
Paglaban mo kami dyan, bro. Makapupok dito.
Other than that, honestly talaga dito, ang dami kong yun they always think na parang, okay, where are you from? We're like, from the Philippines, ganyan. And then, a lot of people are tapping me on the tech side, honestly. Like, I'll be like, I'm not like sort of bragging or anything, but talagang they are approaching me, do you want to be the CTO of our startup? They want to be a consultant for this startup. They want to be like, the tech head of our, growing Web3 company, right? And like, parang, wow, this is an amazing opportunity. And, it's something that I'm proud of. And I want to like contribute that back to us.
So it's been nice hanging around Alvin Parang sabi ko, it's 11 p.m. Pero nakalagay sa board ko, meron pa pala akong gagawing build o may aralin pa akong tech. Sige, tulog tayo mga 5 a.m.
Magkana daw. Ay, kita dyan, dude,
Oh, sige, Toronto, man. Are you like to Toronto? I mean, I guess like ka naman, kahit saan ka naman ata or...
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide.
Bibisitahin kita dyan, dude. Kakamustahin kita. Pinire-represent mo pa rin ba tayo mga Pinoy, dude?
Kapat ako na lang bigla. Yeah.
It's me, guys. In-interview nyo.
Yeah, go ahead, Christian.
Something interesting here, bro, nakita ko lang sa answers mo is you're a firm believer of radical onboarding.
Yes.
So radical is not a new term. Onboarding is not new. Pero when I said radical onboarding, Interesting. When you say radical onboarding, what is that? Oh, what is that?
For me, that's one thing I'm very interested in. It's insight, the psychology of people trying to get into the space. And alam mo yun, parang kung ako, alam mo yun, medyo kalat, medyo sabog. Alam mo yun, parang how will I get into something like that? And I know number one, it's not because tuturuan nyo ako. It's not gonna be because of education. I know everyone is saying it's all about education to get to people on board. Feeling ko hindi eh. Kailangan natin lokohin lahat ng tao. Kumbaga, late nila malalaman, ay, NFT pala to. Ay, crypto na pala yung ginagamit ko. You know what I mean? Dude, I believe that, pare. Because the moment you show me a PowerPoint or like I have to learn a couple of processes, I'll be like, my ADHD will not allow me to listen. I'm dead. Alam mo yun?
On that, actually, bro, on that now,
that
I remember this app eh. Like, what was this app? There was this Hangout app. Tapos they did the same thing. They radically onboard people, and then there was a backlash nung nalaman nila behind the back nagkaroon ng disclaimer na it was this text. So,
you didn't decorate yung kwarto, pare.
yeah,
Decorate yung kwarto. And I know that.
Right, so that's what I was telling you. Sabi ko, ay, may insights ako dito. Di ba? Kasi parang, wouldn't that go against you if you tried to be a Decepticon?
Wow, di ba? Lahat ng tao, dude, gumawa. Because everyone was doing it. And that is the power of network effects. That's the power of us Filipinos being social media people. Gawa nga rin ako ng kwarto. You know, and you don't even know it's an NFT. That it's something that you can start sharing and represent na parang, oy, I did this is me. So, I think that's the secret. Because look, we've all been educating everyone since day one. Hanggang dito lang nagawa natin. Baka naman hindi kasi yun yung sagot. Baka kailangan may underground world or whatever. You gotta attract them with something else. Hindi na rin yan about promise of money. Because once you start saying it's a promise of money,
Securities.
pag nawala yung pera, mawawala sila. So no, I think the secret is yet to be discovered. It could be entertainment, experiences, something that you can share. We don't know. Pero I think this is the time for all of us to try and figure that out. Web3 is not dead. We're just doing it the wrong way.
Yes.
No more utility, no more promise of money. Put it as part of the mechanics. Be like cancer, dude. Magugulat ka na ay, dami ko palang NFT. Without them even knowing it's an NFT. Just because it's a part or a component of something that you want to complete. Parang yung toll gate. Kung gusto mong dumaan sa Skyway, you have to pay the toll, diba? Same thing with the NFTs and the onboarding. I don't think hindi na siya ganun ka-direct eh. We've been trying that. And I think it has to be, you have to start activating people to onboard them without really them knowing it's an NFT. Kasi iniisip na nila, wallet 0x2C, blah, blah, blah. We lost them.
Yeah.
The moment you explain it's permanent, transparent, boom, you lost them again.
Yeah.
How do you get
Yun yung
the AD?
Yun yung isa sa mga yun yung isa sa mga sinosolve nga din sa tech side naman eh. Kasi it's a problem sa sa blockchain tech, yung complexities, right? How do you communicate yung complexities na yon in a more parang user-friendly manner, right? Yeah, you mentioned you don't want to communicate yung mga, yung complex stuff. Like, you don't want to tell them na, ito yung address mo, ito yung ganito, ito yung proof mo, ito yung messages mo. You don't want to do that. And isa sa mga sinusolve nung namin or nung tech right now, nung mga L2 or L3s, we call it L2, L3s, is user experience then, user interface. So basically, the interface, the web interface, the mobile interface, the solution is basically how do you make a user interface na sobrang friendly sa mga actual users who doesn't know any tech, who doesn't know any of these complexities, right? And so I think like, I agree on you on that one. So kasi sa blockchain, yun talaga eh. Maano siya eh. Hindi siya straightforward eh. Pag finish mo na parang, pag meron kang pitch deck about privacy or about cryptography, about parang that generation of proof, links, ganyan, blocks, transactions, wala na. Like, you lost. Like, wala na. Hindi mo na sila makakuha. Pero, if you simplify that, right? You simplify that layer, like you create a layer on top of that complexity to the point na parang, straightforward na lang talaga. Titingnan na lang talaga ng users. And then, okay. And hindi pala nila alam, NFT pala talaga yon, right? So, you're not deceiving them. It's just that you're just creating...
You're just being playful,
right,
bro.
from the mobile. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
You
trickery.
pera eh. Yeah. So yun, isa yung sinusolve pa rin to this day eh. Right? Kasi parang ano eh. Para sa tech side eh, isa yun sa mga sinusolve pa rin talaga na how do you simplify that process? Simplify the UI. Yeah.
Look at it this way, guys. Parang dati there were classes on how to Google using keyword searches. Same thing that's happening with ChatGPT. It's like learning how to prompt. But eventually, right now, ang mga tao ba kailangan pa matuto para mag-Google? The same thing's going to happen to ChatGPT. And it has to be the exact same thing that's gonna happen with Web3. It just has to be there because kinakailangan na siya ng mga tao. Ang hassle na if you're gonna travel 10,000 USD max. I mean, maraming mga hassle binibigay sa atin mga central banks. Joke. Pero it's like, I want to be free. I earn this, I own this. I want to truly own things. And you do not limit that. And what is pinaka-increasing nowadays? Every day, the distrust in governments, officials, leaders, bosses. Alam mo yun, it's because everyone wants to be like, ang dami na natin masyado. It's not all the same for everyone. Everyone's trying to find their own voice, their own character. And that's the most Web3 thing of all, dude. Truly owning everything, a trustless system people can use. Hindi yan magbigay in any other industry. Magic money, during a pandemic, everyone's dying. Pero kumikita ka, because of playing a game, hindi ka lumalabas para maghatid ng mga food at mababangga, mamamatay, catch COVID. You're inside the house playing games. And that's just one very, very small aspect of it. So imagine, aralin natin lahat yun. If mauna tayo with all of that, imagine the difference that would make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gonna be huge ass difference for sure. All right. So as for this set has been wonderful, bro. I can feel your charisma all the way from here,
Bro. Yeah,
I can tell.
ako din eh.
It's like, wow. I love Web3, dudes.
In terms of your energy, I feel like when we meet each other, we're gonna be like, oh my god,
I sense na parang we can do a lot of use cases eh. If we meet each other, like I just feel na parang you're also agnostic in a way wherein you can do like any businesses that we can apply, right? Web3, where Web3 is applicable eh. Parang I sense that. So I hope to meet you soon, man. I don't know, face to face, maybe.
Doon natin need to test lahat ng mga chaotic technology natin. Imagine.
Yeah.
People just want to have fun. You start slowly inserting, let's tokenize it, token gate this and that. Unti-unti. Pero eventually, they will not let the education part get in the way. Just like how everyone learned how to bridge to Ronin. Why? Because it's part of the full experience. If I don't do that, the experience will be incomplete. Hindi siya magiging pesos. You know, all that stuff. So we just need to find the new formula. Kumbaga, that's the nga, dapat nga mas excited tayo ngayon eh, nasunog na lahat ng P2E games because that's a fresh start for everyone. Right now, fresh start rin itong mga maliliit na nagsimula ngayon. Yun yung puputok, brothers. Mag-bear market lang. It's always gonna be like this. Finally, I see some blood on the streets. Ganyan na tayo magre-ready kasi pag madugo na, you're closer at the bottom than the top.
Yeah.
For me, that's again another opportunity, another adventure, something you can't get that in the corporate world.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything is calculated. You're a cog in the machine. But once you go against that, you start finding your own path. Don't, dude. I was in banking before I was an entrepreneur. So alam ko na yung pitfalls of being just a part of a cog, dude, of a machine. So I think what you guys are doing is amazing. I hope this inspires a lot more people to, maybe I should start thinking about this for my traditional business. Maybe I can innovate. Maybe I can be more blah, blah, blah. It's just going to make everyone grow, and that's good.
True. All right, so I think we do have to say goodbye to our wonderful guest today, Nikko. But before that, Nikko, I know you have a ton of things you want to share. A ton of things you want to say.
1 hour lang eh.
Yun nga eh. Mas gusto ko sana magtanong about likha and bayani chain, pero we can do that later or what. Yeah.
Part 2. I-invite nyo rin sila po. Jello, yan. Maraming masasabi yan.
Actually, mas okay, no? Let's do that in person. Tapos, para round table discussion.
Pwede.
Do it in fun room. Ako bahala.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's set it up. Let's set it up. Full support Web3 forever.
you know. So, bro, if you do have anything you want to promote, anything you want to say and share to the world right now, this is your moment.
Ako guys, I don't even want to promote any of my businesses which are dead. Joke lang. I just want everyone to start exploring, dude. I don't want to promote. Andyan na yan eh. Pero what we should all be promoting is the future of technology and everything. Let's start considering it, guys. Konting effort lang yan, no? Konti lang yung nagbibigay ng pumapansin kasi patay na patay yung market, they're there for the wrong reasons. So I think if there's anything to promote, it should be dive in, get in on the adventure. Say, this is for everyone. Mauna na tayong mga Pinoy. Get into Web, learn the tech, go deeper in the smart contracts. Not what's the trend in the NFTs, ano yung alpha, ano yung meta ngayon. No, jump into the smart contracts. Sino yung mga apo, mga malalaking titans na of the industry? Get in there while it's early. Para pa pumasok everyone else, maakyat natin yung economy ng Philippines. Yun.
That's a beautiful message from Nikko, all the way from his friend's house. Guys, Alvin, anything you want to say before we go?
Honestly, I want to learn more about you, man.
Bro.
What you do as a business.
I
think like, this session has been like very, very like informative to me, and it's really great to know that you believe in the Web3 tech movement, right? And it's not really a movement now because there's a lot of solutions out there now that's working. The tech is working as is, and you're one of the people who like really see your value that it brings, right? To the, not just for a business, but for the humanity, like for the entire humanity. You mentioned about, yung benefit of, yung sa Axie, yung use cases that it can bring to the for some of the businesses and operations, and we need more people who are like this type of visionaries, right? That can promote and advocate for the proper use of Web3 tech, right? So it's this has been like a really good session, and I hope to see you face to face, later on. Maybe we can brainstorm some ideas and what we can do sa Philippines. So I really look forward to that, honestly. Yeah.
All right. Once again, guys, I'm Christian Carapa, CEO of Volcanic Labs. It has been a wonderful session recording. And this is Blockchain for Executives, a podcast with one mission: show you as an entrepreneur how you can leverage blockchain technology for your business.